Hi, this is Blake with LawnEQ.com, and today I'm going to show you how to change the throttle grip handle on an SRM 2100. First thing you're going to need to do is unhook the throttle cable and the kill wire, which is hooked up to the engine. This is your ground cable that kills the ignition when you go to shut it off. You have to unhook this. Take a 10mm wrench and break this loose here. This will slide out. And then you can push this through and your throttle cable comes off. Unhook your wire here. Next thing you're going to do is loosen these and slide your motor back. I've already got these loosened. They take an 8mm wrench. The engine comes off. Next, you're going to need to remove the this is kind of a clamp that holds the back half of your throttle handle on. It does have a nut on the back side that will fall off. Kind of spread that apart and slide that off there. And from there you need to remove your old cushion. Start to break apart and just install your new. Sometimes these go on a little more difficult than you can lube them, but to make them go on easier, but if you do that, then the handle wants to move around on you. So you're better off to try to do it dry. Sometimes you can use an air compressor and blow that on. Make sure everything's lined up. There's a bunch of screws on the handles. There's one inside here that actually clamps the throttle handle onto the shaft, so you make sure it's lined up with your head. And you can do this last too, because you'll have to line the engine up also. And put your clamp back on. Another thing you can do while you got it off, and I don't know if they caught this on the video or not, but this is your shaft that runs your gear head. And while you've got your engine off, it's a good idea to just grease this. This will help reduce the vibration to your hands. All you need to do is take a little film of grease and put on here. You don't need a whole bunch, and then just rub it down so it coats the whole cable. And like I said, it doesn't take a whole lot. And these ends are squared where they go into the gear head and where they go into the engine. You just gotta shove them in. See that right there? It's not going in. You turn a little bit and it'll go on into the gear head down there. Next we'll install the motor after I clean up my hands. Now we're going to install the motor. There's usually a line on here, or it's a label, so you know how far the engine has to be up on there to make sure that you've got that cable properly installed. And this one goes all the way up to the line. Sometimes, like, if you come in there at the wrong angle, it'll stop. You gotta turn it till you get it in there. We'll tighten these down. This is an 8mm. Hook back up our ground cable. Back up the other end of our ignition. And a lot of times, I'll just do this the other way so I can show you. Wrap that up. We'll hook up the throttle here. And as you can see, I tighten this down and now my throttle doesn't reach. So I'm going to need to loosen this up. Slide my throttle handle back. Alright, that should work right there. Make sure everything's lined back up. Make sure your engine and stuff's all aligned. Now it's time to adjust the throttle. But this has got a barrel end on it, and it's slotted on the top of the throttle plate. Sometimes you'll have to hold this back so that fits in there. Go ahead and put this on. As you can see, this is starting to come out the back. You want to work your throttle, and you want a little bit of play there. I'm not sure if you can see that right here. You want a little bit of play, but not too much. If you get too much, then it won't open the throttle plate up all the way. So you'll adjust this accordingly. Make sure I still got a little bit of play. No, I don't have any play there, so I got to go back. There, I got a little bit of play. It's not a lot, but you need enough, that way it'll go all the way back to the idle stop. Once you get that set, you can tighten that down. 2 inches for this. And I like to wrap this up so this cable's not hanging out. So wrap that wire up around this a little bit. And you can hook this cable or wire back up. And that is your ignition wire. Goes to your switch, and then when you shut it off, it connects the circuitry to this ground, and it grounds out your coil, which kills the motor. Today I showed you how to install a cushion on the throttle handle on an SRM 2100 come and visit us at LawnEQ.com.